morning, this is Bree. Welcome to my kitchen. Today's a fun day. We break up our week into work days and fun days, and it really helps for me and for the kids to know, okay, today we're gonna work hard all day. And then on fun days, the kids know we may do some work today, but we're also gonna do something fun. And that may just be staying home and hanging out, or it may be an adventure like today. So today we're going to the river. We're gonna bring you along, and I'm gonna show you a couple things I do to get ready to bring 7 kids to the river. So the first thing I do is I pack snacks. Sometimes I bring a lot more snacks than this, but we're gonna eat lunch on the way. And then we have a potluck to go to right after. So I'm just gonna bring some watermelon and some water, and I might grab like a bag of crackers or something for easy snacks at the river. What I like to do when I have the time and the energy is just go ahead and cut the watermelon up. Oh my goodness, this looks like a really good one. Now we'll just have to see if the texture is good. Oh, hi. And then we'll know how good of a watermelon this is.
Look how much this guy's hanging off the broom.
Whoa. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can do long strips or you can do cubes. We're gonna do cubes today.
What's a cube?
You could also just bring it the way that it is and cut it up there, but I like this method better. It's just done so that when kids say, I'm hungry, you're like, okay, here you go. Another cool thing is if you go to the river, you could stick the watermelon or even the bowl in the river. At least around here, rivers are freezing cold. So then you have nice cold watermelon for your snack. Another good affordable river snack is hard-boiled eggs and just fruit, veggies, and dip. All right, you're my taste tester. How's the watermelon today? How many pieces have you had so far? 3? We gotta have enough for the river, okay? So you can have 1 more piece, but I want this bowl full. We have 7 kids to feed while we're there. And honestly, probably a lot more, because I always try to bring enough snacks for all the kids that are gonna be there, which means I probably need 2 watermelons. But I only have 1 today, but I'll probably bring a bunch of oranges to go with it. It's not that other parents don't bring snacks, it's just that, you know how kids are, they always want the snacks that the other kids have. And so I don't want to ever have to say no to a child that wants some of our snacks as long as their parents are okay with it. So I just try to always bring enough. And if we don't have enough, we should just share anyway, because no one's gonna starve and we'll all be okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Can I have some more? I'm still hungry.
You are still, even though you've been fed how many times today?
100.
Okay. Here you go. These are my favorite bowls. They have silicone on the bottom so your kids can always help you with cooking. They stick to the counter. Whereas regular stainless steel would just slide. They also come with these lids. So they're great for leftovers and for taking things places. Now we're gonna make Mexican slaw. I've got Redmond real salt, some cumin, mesquite. You don't have to use this, but I like to, but you may question the ingredients in this, but this makes this delicious. Limes, cilantro, red onion, and chipotle. The main thing for me when making a slaw is whenever I make classic slaw, I actually like to use my food processor and chop up the cabbage and the carrots and everything really fine. But when I make this slaw, I like a chunkier slaw, but I still try to chop it as fine as I can with my knife, but keep the strands really long. So you'll see I'm going just as fine as I can. I like this to be a nice fine slaw. Now a lot of people, this is how they make all their coleslaws, but I like different textures for different kinds of slaw. So you do it however you want, but this is how I like to do it for this particular one. There is probably some kind of attachment or special thing that would do this for you. Special little handy gadget, but this is how I do it. I just do it by hand. It doesn't take that long. All right, so if I was making this for just my household, I'd probably do about half this much. I'd probably only use half a cabbage. But since it's a potluck, we're gonna do a full head of cabbage, which fills a very large bowl. For reference, a whole watermelon fit in the same size. Now, the amount of cilantro is just gonna depend on you, how much you wanna add. I like adding a lot, and I'd probably even add more than this. But this was about the last of what I had that wasn't too stemmy and woody. in my garden because it is time, the cilantro is bolting, and so the flavor is changing and it's getting much stimmier. I have a nice pile there. Just gonna scrunch it up and start chopping. Hey dude, you want some cabbage? You hot? You can decide how small you want to cut it. I like cutting it pretty fine for this dish. All right, I just throw that on top and I don't mix it in quite yet. Depending on how generous your grocer is with their bunches of cilantro, it may take 1, it may take 2, and if they're teeny tiny ones like from Aldi or Trader Joe's, it may take 3 bunches for this size bowl. But you can just figure that out. You can do it to taste, you could say. If you don't have a juicer or like one of the lemon squeezers, you can just roll your lime, put a nice hole in it. I'm using my meat thermometer here. Put a nice hole through the bottom of it. Just be careful you don't poke it all the way through to your hand. And this is how you get the juice out without having to get seeds all in there. And excuse me, it's turning pink because there's cabbage still. Cabbage, red cabbage on my hands. That's about a 1/4 cup of lime juice. You can add more if that's not enough for you. You can add a couple of tablespoons of the olive oil. It'll help everything stick to the cabbage.
Yeah. And then you can shake it.
We'll do 1/2 teaspoon of the cumin. Cumin is really strong, so you want to go easy on it. We're going to do a teaspoon of salt. We're going to do a tablespoon of mesquite. And this I just add to taste. I try not to make it too spicy since kids will be eating it. That is how much I use for a family portion, but for this party, we're going to go ahead and double that. All right, then we just add this to our slaw. Now you can toss this. I like to use my hands. You don't have to. My hands are very clean. The reason I like to do it this way is because it kind of massages the cabbage and softens it a little bit. Okay, and there you have it. There is the Mexican slaw. I will put the recipe below. Very easy. And if you grow red cabbage in your garden and you grow cilantro, you have the 2 main ingredients. And there we have it. We are ready to leave. Got my jug of water. So I bring 2 bags when I go to the pool or to the river. The river has different things in the bag, but I bring a giant IKEA bag because there's so many of us, because this will fit all of our towels, our extra clothes and hats, sunscreen, and then toys for the babies at the river. What I bring to the river for toys is different than what I bring to the pool. To the river, I only bring toys for the babies because the other kids are completely and totally satisfied with swimming, fishing, playing with rocks, all that kind of stuff. But the babies need things to dig with. Hello! Hello! The babies need things to keep themselves content at the edge of the water, which rocks can do that. But I find that having something for them to dig with, something for them to put dirt or sand in, it's kind of like the beach. Beach toys, basically. Are you little baby birds eating corn?
Follow me if you want to have some corn.
While I'm getting ready to leave, Grace is watching the babies. Oh, Gracie has some.
Here.
Grace has some. While I am trying to get us ready to leave, Grace is watching the babies and they wanted a snack. So I said, grab them some of that freeze-dried corn. They are freaking out. They love it. Here you go. Yeah, everybody really loves it as a snack. It is a huge hit.
Yeah.
The freeze dryer has been indispensable for making all sorts of things, but snacks have been a big thing. Freeze-dried, healthy snacks. Freeze dryers maintain 95% of the nutrition in the food that it's processing, so it's pretty amazing. The fact that the babies are just in there eating freeze-dried corn is pretty cool. I mean, it is sweet, you know. The last thing I add is 1 life jacket right now. Depending on which river we go to or if we're going in the pool decides the floaties that I bring or the life vests that I bring. I only bring 1 life vest to this particular swimming hole we're going to. All right, it always feels like a miracle when I get to this point, but the car is loaded and we are ready to head out. I will make sure and link the freeze dryer below here. I will link those stainless steel bowls below here if you guys are wanting to get those. Our favorite swimming hole is, and we're also running into our favorite greenhouse, stopping at our favorite farm store, so we have errands. Be right back. underneath all the plants. Tons of plants here. We're gonna sit them in the shade. We parked in a nice shady spot. Hey everybody! We made it! We've been in the car forever. Who's ready to go in the water?
Me.
All right, happy plants in the shade here. You guys swim out here in front of me. You can't be down there.
Hey, Daddy, can
You can go down there with the boys that are fishing, but you can't get in the water, and you gotta leave on your life jacket. Okay? Do you want to go down there with the big boys?
go into the middle?
If you're right in front of me right here. You want me to come out and swim with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over there in the deep end.
This is the deep end right here. That's deep right where I'm at.
I see something.
You want to get in together? Let me get someone to watch the babies.
No, you're gonna change it today. It really does. It really does.
Are you fishing? You catching fish with that net? Oh, good job. Is it fun, Joy, to go up the river and then float down on that? Take him with you, if it's possible.
Days that were super cold. Mom, they're attacking us. I think I just can't anymore. I'm gonna try it. Is everybody freezing? Are you freezing?
Yes.
You ready to go eat some good food?